Hello my friends, no I'm not dead. I was just out there practicing my own ultimate while touching some grass. But that's a different topic. Today I will show you the 10 best ultimates in Mobile Legends. They're so devastating to your enemies that they will scream in fear whenever you have it available. Plus they will certainly help you to carry all of those headless chickens that are your so-called allies. I've even made a survey a couple of weeks ago and got over 2,500 responses, so it's not turning into another shitty episode of why Wanwan's ultimate is by far the best and you can all suck an egg. No, the community has chosen the victor, and it's obviously Layla. Congratulations! No, I'm just kidding, of course. I mean, why would it be her? Looking at you, the one guy who actually voted for her. Let's move on to the actual top 10, and yes, I will announce the giveaway winners, of course, and if you've missed your chance, take part in the MLG Awards voting, and this intro is way too long, just start with the goddamn list, Nico. In 10th place, we have the big black dragon Zhong. His ultimate is called Black Dragon Form, which makes him literally go from a small lizard to a big black dragon. Hence the name Big Black Dragon. One thing that is very important for XP laners, aside from wave clear damage and sustain, is... that's right, mobility. Zhong's ultimate allows him to travel across the map faster, he becomes immune to all CCs and he can go through all walls, which allows him to zone objectives, harass enemies, join team fights, sustain damage and reach the backline while nobody can stop him. Here we look at an example from one of the best Zhong users out there in the professional scene, Sunfront from Echo. With Zhong's Black Dragon form, he can cover a big area and go into a 2v4 situation, soak up a lot of damage and act as a pseudo tank for his team, while also dealing damage at the same time. Take note that after his flying mode, he goes into a secondary mode called Dragonoid form, which enhances all of his other 3 skills and gives him much easier access to his insane healing ability. This ultimate is basically the thing that turns Zhong into a great XP laner in the first place. In the 9th place, we have Franco, the hooker. His ultimate is called Bloody Hunt, and it's the strongest single target CC skill in the game. It applies the so-called suppression effect onto your enemy, which can't be removed by the target itself, so it's almost unescapable. The only way to stop it is when an ally stuns Franco to make it stop, but we all know that most allies aren't that smart. This skill is best paired with his first skill. For a perfect double CC, stay the fuck in your place while all of my allies beat the shit out of your combo. It is the perfect skill to target that one super skillful enemy or that annoying dashing rat. It is always a joy to pin down those rats like Joy, Lancelot, Wanwan or Benedetta, and see them cry because they can't do anything against you. In 8th place we have the king of healing, Estes. His ultimate skill called Blessing of the Moon Goddess links him to all allies nearby, providing a huge heal for his team, which is obviously very, very helpful in a 5v5 team fight. That's why he is called the Walking Hospital. Estes fell out of favor when tanks became the priority in the past meters. However, when the Estes god, or should I say queen, Oh My Venus utilized him as her signature hero in the MPL Philippines and the M-World series, she showcased the importance of support heroes in the game, especially in ganks, which ultimate led them to claim the M3 World Championship. And guess who got that special sparking skin? Estes, of course. Although there was a bit of a controversy that we don't want to mention again. In 7th place, we have the Angry Bird Diggie. His ultimate is called Time Journey, which is the best counter against hard CC heroes like Tigreal, Atlas, Minotaur, Terizla, and Franco. Once you've activated it, all of your allies around you receive a free Purify and CC immunity for 3 seconds, which is the ultimate counter move against any teamfight orientated team. You can also provide a big ass shield for your allies with the new item Flask of the Oasis when you pair it up with the Favor Blessing. This counters many one-shot heroes who try to get the nuts of your marksman. And I know that's not part of the video, but building a full mage build Diggie, planting 5 of your presents into a bush, and watching a poor enemy get one-shot by just walking into the bush is just pure satisfaction. In 6th place we have the not so new anymore support Floryn. What sets Floryn apart from all the other healers in the game is her global heal. Her ultimate is called Bloom, which allows her to heal all of her allies no matter where they are on the map. Well, except the dead ones, of course. This alone can already be super helpful, but there's even more to it. Wanna know a little secret? Floryn's ultimate is the only healing skill in the game which cannot be countered by any kind of anti-heal. If we compare Floryn's heal with a Layla without any anti-heal items versus a tank-built Layla with Dominance Ice Cream, we can see that it absolutely doesn't matter to her. Against Floryn's ultimate, anti-regen items can go into the trash tier. Now that we've reached the halfway point, it's time for the honorable mentions. They are mainly there so that half of you are not ripping off my head for not mentioning those heroes, and yeah. Novaria's ult became a game changer as it's literally a legal map hack. Her ultimate skill can expose her enemy's location, which counters ambushes and ganks, and at the same time heroes like Selena, Franco and Beatrix benefit from the higher hitbox enemies are getting when they are being hit, so they can aim their skills much easier without the fear of being called out for their bad aim. Mincy can stop any dashing rat with his ultimate, which blocks all dashing skills, while also poking them to death. It might not be the strongest ultimate in terms of damage, but you can be sure your enemies will hate you if you pick him when they picked a hero with a dash. Truck-kun has one of the most unique ults, cause he can literally drive around the whole freaking map with an insane speed, reach any point in just a few seconds and take a partner with him to send that poor bloke he hits into a shitty isekai world. Johnson can be given the Best Friend award, especially when he does some wombo combo action with his waifu Odette, or other heroes like Kadita, Bane, Vale, and many more. And if you don't have any good allies in your team, slap a magic build on him and do the job yourself. 𝐃𝐤𝐬𝐽 basically has Eve's ult, but it deals insane damage and is actually useful in solo queue. With a wide reach and huge damage, you can enjoy how your enemies run away in panic whenever you decide to trigger it. And even with the lack of mobility, it is a great tool to kill low enemies who are running away, or a great tool to use whenever your allies actually decide to go for an objective. And last but not least, we have Martis, who can slice through any opponent with true damage once the HP drop below 50%. He's basically like Leslie, but on steroids. Martis sees no defense, only your death. Coming up right at the 5th place, we have the queen of all supports, God, what the Angela. Her ultimate hard guard is every solo queue player's dream or nightmare. Nightmare not only when you have an Angela against you, but also because of those who only ult their boyfriend no matter how bad he actually is and blame all other allies for being bad. She can link herself to an ally, giving them a shield and movement speed, and, by the way, allows her to cast her first and second skill with 0 mana usage. This is giving her 2 free damage sources, but also a spammable heal for you and your chosen ally. In the professional scene, Angela is one of the most used supports, normally paired with a tank jungler or an assassin jungler, to secure objectives, get kills or save allies during a team fight. But even in regular solo queue, having an Angela as a teammate can help you to get out of difficult situations or help you to snowball in the game. That were a lot of supports in the top 10, but hey, don't blame me, you guys voted for these. In 4th place we have our dear hentai protagonist Atlas. Honestly, not a total shocker. Atlas has one of the strongest AoE CC skills in the game, as he can give 5 enemies a German suplex without breaking a sweat. Because he's a squid, they can't sweat. One well-set ult is all it takes for a perfect wipeout. The timing is super important, of course, and the perfect engage needs some training, but once you've mastered it, all of your enemies will apply the social distancing rules again. The bronze medal goes to our undead necromancer Faramis. That is a total shocker. Not after Faramis got some makeover, going from the forgotten King of Death to King Daddy Death, he became an OP support during the recent seasons. His ultimate is called Cold Atar, which gives him and his allies 50% movement speed and an extra HP bar. The thing here is that even when the enemies bring that HP bar to 0, neither you nor your allies are dying. Instead, you enter the resurrection state, where you remove all debuffs and become immune to damage for 1.3 seconds, but you're also not able to move or attack at the same time. I mean, that would be completely OP. Still, it is one of the best, if not the best skill to rescue your allies or to extend team fights. There are reasons why he is a top pick in the professional scene. On the 2nd place, okay guys, don't judge me here, I did manipulate the results. 13.3% of you voted for her. And yes, you guys know she is my favorite, but on the second place for the best ultimates, we have Wanwan. And I can shout at the top of my lungs, my heart and my life, that without a doubt, Wanwan is the best marksman ever. And you can rain some hate on me in the comment section because the algorithm likes that. Lol. With the recent buffs on her, she became one of the most banned heroes again. Even in the professional scene, she made a comeback after Moonton nerfed her into the ground and let her become a silent marksman in the Moonton dungeon. Wanwan's ultimate is called Crossbow of Tang, where she have to hit all of the enemy's weakness to unlock it, and then goes like a machine gun from the sky, raining down chaos and damage on her enemies. If you've snowballed enough with her, you can literally collect maniacs and savages right, left and center, as I already proved many times in my countless Wanwan videos. Now as one of the best gold laners in the world, and hey, that's not a quote of myself, that was a quote from Benny QT from Team Echo, who secured a maniac while facing high sustain heroes such as 𝐼𝐼𝐧, Esmeralda and Faramis. Run as fast as you can because my Wanwan will show no mercy. And now, gathering a total of 28.5% of all votes, the hero with the best ultimate is... no surprise, it's Valentina. Even if Valentina became a nerf guinea pig for a long time, we can always agree on one thing: Valentina is an OP mage. High cooldowns? What are CD reduction items for? Lowering her damage? Pfft. Just build enough items on her and the problem is solved. Valentina's ultimate is called I Am You, and yeah, that literally describes it, because she can copy literally any hero's ultimate and use it for her own. She can steal all of the OP ults we just talked about today and use them against her enemies. So, case closed, we don't need to elaborate it any further. Rather, you should watch this video where we show you how you can deal an insane amount of damage with a tank while still only building defensive items. See you over there!